Sometimes I feel like a motherless child.
Peace and blessings, power people. You are listening to the Reverend and High Priestess, Tamar Aziz Serwa. And I always take joy in being able to just share my heart with you. I don't take it lightly that so many of you resonate with these conversations that we have through YouTube. My mothers, in the work that I do with the Womb Sauna, I have discovered that the majority of the women who come to me, and I've serviced from age 7, which is, girls, to 60 plus, but the majority of my clients fall in their 30s and 40s. I get elders, I get youth, but when I am sharing with our elders about womb healing work, I often encounter, and it's not with everyone, but I often encounter an energy that assumes that the work is complete because of the age bracket you've entered into. But unfortunately, we have a generation of modern women who are in pain and who are dysfunctional because mama has not completed her work. And for the majority of them, what is still causing that pain is that mama is still here and is not doing her work. We see this play out in dynamics between Oprah and her mother, and how she relied on the universe to bring her Maya Angelou to close the gap on what her mother could not provide. And yes, it does take a village to raise up not just our young girls, but our young boys. But if you are still alive and breathing, and you are a woman who is seasoned and elder, we need you. You're still here because there's still some work you can do. And just because you're older does not excuse you from whatever lesson you came to earth to master. And womb healing work is not based on your age. It's not based on whether or not you want to have more children. It is solely based upon, are you whole? Are you completing your mind, body, and spirit and living a life full of pleasure and joy and peace? Or have you thrown in the towel because you're older? We all give an account for our lives and how we use the energy that God has given us while we're here. And this is not a judgment. It is a request from a youngin'. Because I have so much deep awe and respect for our mothers and our elders. And I've spent hours and days weeping on my face, crying out to God for that presence, because it has, for whatever reason, become hard to find. I miss my grandmother so much. I miss the wisdom of sitting around elderly women who can tell you and demonstrate how to age in a healthy way, how to not quit just because your body is changing, just because, the issue is 30 years old or 50 years old. The elders I have worked with have used the womb sauna and our expression of the ancient healing art of vaginal steaming as a way to honor their lives. Some of them have chosen to use this mechanism as a way to help them transition in peace. And it is inspiring and it blows my mind to be able to serve such great women of wisdom in this way. And it also breaks my heart when I see my elders who are still here but are not doing their work. I don't care how old your daughters are. They are still watching you. They are still learning something from you. And they are either learning how to do the work and age gracefully and powerfully, or they are put in a position where they have to try to get that information from someone else. So my request, my plea is to my mothers. We need you to do your work, to not be okay with not resolving the mistakes of your past and hold an expectation that your daughters are supposed to just pick up where you left off. We are still watching, we are still yearning, we are still hurting, some of us, because you have not done your work. And so I had to make a request, and some will say yes. Tama, I hear you, daughter. I'm here. And some may still struggle with stepping up and making yourself present. But to all of our elders, our mothers, this planet, the way we are living, what we are seeing in this day and age, you're part of it. Your life force is still here because God wants you to be a part of the change that needs to occur here. So in whatever ways you feel you need to accomplish that, us youngins will support it and cheer it on. For those of you who know that you have unresolved stuff with your daughters because you have not really done the work to heal some of the wounds that you know you've inflicted, I, from the posture of spirit, invite you to complete that work. If you don't know how or what to say, go into prayer, get resources, but it's not okay to pretend that you've done your work and you haven't, and everything should just be okay and accepted because you're in a more seasoned part of your life. There's still accountability for you too. So I love you. I thank you for your listening ears. For anyone who wants to stay connected to my movement and the different things that I offer, my website is thewombsauna.com. Thewombsauna.com. I hope this message resonates with us all deeply and allows us to really reflect on what examples we want to set as we age and go into different transitions in our lives. As long as you are here, as my spiritual father tells me, you have something to learn. Master it. Ashe.